Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Today we're going to do two things. We're going to talk about a symbol of punctuation called an exclamation mark, and we're also going to do some math. We're going to talk about how a group of things gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Do you remember what we call a group of things? It's called a set. Say set. I've got a set of fingers here. You might have a set of Legos at your house. And if you go to school, I bet you have a little group of friends. That would be a set of friends. The book we're going to use to talk about exclamation mark and about sets is Pete the Cat and the Missing Cupcakes. Now, if I look at the front cover, I see Pete and I see his cupcakes. In this book, there are many, many exclamation marks. So let's talk about that a little bit before we start. Exclamation mark means to say something strongly with emotion. Sometimes it even means to say it loudly. But when we're reading, let's just say strongly. It's made of a stick or a straight line with a dot on the bottom. Now, did you notice if I turn this upside down, what does that look like? If you said lowercase I, you're right. But it's not an I because the line is on top. It's an exclamation mark. Let's look for that symbol when we're reading this book, okay? Pete the Cat and the Missing Cupcakes. Here we go. Oh, there's the title page. I see Pete again, and I see his cupcakes. Let's get started. Pete the cat and his friend are making cupcakes for a party. If I look at the illustration, I see milk, flour, and I see Pete stirring it up. I don't see any cupcakes yet. Do you? No. But let's look at the words or the text. If I look very, very closely at the very end of this sentence, I see the word three and then an exclamation mark. Do you see it? Straight line and a dot on the bottom. That means if we were reading all the words in this book, when we get to this sentence, that we should say it strongly. It started at 3. They're talking about the party they're getting ready for, and it starts at 3. Did you hear how my voice got a little bit louder and a little bit stronger? That's because of that exclamation mark. Let's keep going. Oh, look, they finished making the cupcakes. There they are on the windowsill. It says Pete and Gus counted them just for fun. I see an exclamation mark again right there. And they counted their cupcakes. Should we count the cupcakes? Let's do that. Get your counting finger. It's the same finger that you read with. Now, some of you may use your right hand to do that. But if your left hand works better for you, then you use your left hand. Whatever works best for you. Let's count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see a set of 10 cupcakes. Next page. Oh no! It says, hang on! Oh no! Pete and his friend are noticing something about the cupcakes on the windowsill. Do you notice anything about them? Is one missing? Oh no, that's that's why they used exclamation marks, because they're a little bit upset. There were supposed to be 10. Is there still 10? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait a minute. Something's wrong. There were supposed to be 10. And now there's only 8. The set got smaller. That means it has less. I've got a little number line here. Do you see my number line? It has numbers 10 all the way to 1. That's how many cupcakes they started off with. They started off with 10 cupcakes. But now, mysteriously, 2 are missing. So I'm going to subtract and subtract. I made my set smaller. Now my highest number is 8. And that's how many cupcakes that they have on the windowsill. Where did those cupcakes go? Let's see. They counted the cupcakes, but now there's only 8. Who took the cupcakes? But who? They're asking a question there. Do you see the question mark? Pete and Gus don't know what to do, guys. Their cupcakes are disappearing. Do you know what happens to their cupcakes? I don't. Let's keep reading. They went outside, friends, and they found a clue. Look at this. They see little crumbs and cupcake papers on the ground. Do you see that? It's a clue. They think it was a squirrel because she loves sprinkles like you would put on a cupcake. So look, they're talking to Squirrel, and Squirrel said, "It wasn't me. It couldn't be. I've been at the spelling bee." Oh, Squirrel was a little upset. Squirrel said those words strongly. So they used exclamation marks in the writing. Do you see that exclamation mark? And there's another one here and another one right there. That means Squirrel said these words strongly with a lot of emotion. Okay, well, Squirrel didn't eat the missing cupcakes. Who could it be? Look at the windowsill. What has happened to the set of cupcakes? Did it get smaller? Pete says this was too weird. And I see an exclamation mark right there. Now the set has only how many? Now if you can look at this set and boom, just say how many, that's called subitizing. But let's count 1, 1, 1 to see how many are left. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now there's only 6. Let's look at that little number line again. Last time we looked at this, there were 8 cupcakes, but 2 have mysteriously disappeared. We have to subtract 2 more numbers. Subtract, subtract. That means take away. Now there's only 6 cupcakes left on the windowsill. Do we know who did it? No, we don't. Guess what? Then Pete and his friend found another clue. Do you see the little footprints going across the page? Who could it be? Pete said, "I bet it was Alligator. He loves to eat." Do you see the big old alligator? Alligator said, "It wasn't me. It couldn't be. I've been learning my ABCs." And he said those words strongly. I know that because I see exclamation marks at the end of his sentences. Do you see it? It's that straight line with a dot. Exclamation marks. Oh my goodness, we've got missing cupcakes. What are they going to do? Oh no. Look, my friends, when they got back to the windowsill to show Alligator what was happening, now the set of cupcakes is even smaller. There's even less. You might be able to subitize this amount. How many cupcakes are left? If you said 4, you're right. Now there's only 4. Who took them? It says, but who? With a question mark. Oh, goodness. Let's look at that little number line we have. There were 6 cupcakes last time we looked. Now 2 have been taken away. Take away 1, take away 1. Now there's only 4 cupcakes left on that windowsill. Who do you think took these cupcakes, my friend? Let's find out. Pete and Gus did not know what to do. Just then they found another clue. A clue is something that helps you figure out something. Do you see what the clue is in this picture? Do you see the ladder? Whoever took the cupcakes must have used that ladder to get up there to the windowsill. Pete says, I bet it was Turtle. He loves sweets. Do you think it's Turtle? What do you predict? Predict means take a guess. What do you think's going to happen? Turtle said, it wasn't me. It couldn't be. I've been swimming in the sea. And I see exclamation marks. Do you see that? He's saying those words strongly with great emotion. Well, if it's not Turtle, who is it? I want to give you a little clue, okay? Whenever you're reading a book like this, especially some mystery like this, where you're trying to figure something out, look at all parts of the illustration. Don't just look at the big parts. Look at the little parts. Look at that window very closely. Do you see something happening there? I see a cupcake being taken, and I see 2 big eyeballs. Who could it be? What on earth is going on? All the cupcakes were now gone. There are no cupcakes. That means 0. And look, they're gone. Do you see the exclamation mark right there? Oh no, let's look at our little number line. There were 4 cupcakes, and now there are none. So all the cupcakes were subtracted. Now there's 0. 0. Oh my goodness. What do you think's going to happen next? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. I see an exclamation mark. They started looking for another clue. If you look at the illustration, you'll see some cupcake papers, some crumbs, some footprints heading off into the other side of the page over there. Do you see them? What do you think Pete and Gus are going to do now? What do you predict? Do you think they're going to follow those footprints and see where it leads? Guess what? They found grumpy old Toad with icing on his face. They had solved the case. I am so sorry, he said. It was me. Let's look at that print very closely. Do you see his words? Old Toad's words? He said, I am so sorry! Exclamation mark. It was me! Exclamation mark. Oh dear. So all that time it was grumpy old Toad. It was. Everybody agreed that Grumpy Toad would have to miss the fun. He could not come to the party after what he had done. But Pete was such a good friend. He decided to give him another chance. And then Frog was so happy, it says he did a happy dance. And I see right there an exclamation mark, that straight line with a dot on the bottom. Did you like that story, friends? It's a good story. And look, at the very, very end, at Pete the Cat's cupcake party, look what Toad did. He brought cupcakes for everybody. Oh, that's a great, great story. And it's a great book for looking for punctuation. Those are those symbols that tell us how to say the words. And if you see this one, then say the words strongly with emotion. Good listening, my friends. Very proud of you. That was a lot of stuff. We were reading, we were looking at punctuation marks, and we were counting sets that got smaller and smaller all the way down to zero. Lots of good learning today, my friends. Give yourself a pat on the back. Say, good job, me. And I'll see you next time, friends. Bye bye.